Greetings, all Shardvixen here. I am so cold right now. I don't know why. I just cold. Anyway, so I had a lot of stuff on my mind today, but it's not Rambling 101. It's Know Thyself. And today is an artist, and the artist is Boris Vallejo. So I'm sure I don't pronounce his name correctly. So if you know how I am, that irritates you, move on. Move on. I try hard to pronounce names. It was always a problem in school. It's always been a problem. People always correct. So that squeaking you hear is my chair. I don't have a chair yet. I rearranged my whole studio kind of setup. So just really quick, I'll show you. So here's my, so here's the computer setup, right? And then behind me, right here, which is all messy, is now my crafting area. And then back beyond there, which is the dining hall, dining room, whatever, is all the craft supplies. Some of it's in the garage too. I'm not quite done with that. It's pretty dang messy back there. But, so what we're going to try to do next week, me and my daughter, is we're going to set up the Canon camera right about here. I'm thinking, where there's a light. I might have to bring up the other light over here. We're going to set it up right here, and then I'll do art here with the hopes that I can stream it right there. We'll see. I can definitely use this, my tablet, and make videos, so there's no issue there. And then I can just put the videos. But I wanted to try doing some live stream, and I thought maybe what we'll do in the live stream is I'll make paper pages, because I want to make bigger pages out of recycling paper, and I'm going to try some ideas I have. So that's it for anything not about Know Thyself. Okay, so Know Thyself is Boris Vallejo. I first came across him in 1981. I would have been, I'm thinking 1982. Between 1981 and 1982, I found a book series, Red Sonja, the book series, which, I don't have the name of the artist right now, but the very first book was The Ring of Ichabod. I think that's how you pronounce it, and Feather's here trying to get on my lap to get in the stream. No, go away. She wants me to play with the ball. Go up there and give her the ball. Here's the ball. Here's the ball. Go get it. She wins. I played with it. Anyway, so I came across his artwork, and I absolutely loved it. And at the time, I was doing art in school as well. I didn't do art until I was in high school. I mean, I'd always had drawn and colored things, but I didn't do actual art until I had to take an elective. And the only electives, I had taken all the electives, and I got into an art class in the continuation school I was going to. They didn't offer a lot of electives. It was PE, office, like a intern. They're not called intern. What are they called? It's where you took a class. My son's got one. Well, not right now, he doesn't, but he's got one where he works in the library. I did office work and TA stuff for my teachers. And then I took art. And I had art for 2 years. And my art teacher was like convinced I was very talented and needed to go on with artwork, which I did. I went into college and took art classes. And in college, I was told that I would never be able to earn money as an artist. It was the kind way of saying you're not very good, I think, or that it's highly competitive and you're not very good. I don't know which. And in a way, I suppose that is true, but I don't think it really wasn't a nice way to say it. I don't think that anyone has the right, really. I know we all talk about how we want to inspire people, and we want people to push past, and I don't think those words help that. I think those words were more, well, for me, they made me withdraw. I flunked art, which was really weird because I very rarely flunked classes. There's a few, and for whatever reasons, I kind of Like, I flunked Japanese, but I got sick. I flunked French because I got sick. I got sick when I had French class. I got sick, and I had dental work done in school when I was in school for it, and I couldn't talk anymore. And, language class, you have to talk, so that kind of, is an issue. But I found these books by these guys, these two guys. I can't remember their names. I'm sorry. It's Robert Tinnany, I think. Hang on, I'll look it up really quick. I can do that now. I can look it up, and we will. Then you can look it up if you have this big urge to know about it. There's 4 books in the series. So it's David C. Smith and Richard L. I want to say Tierney. Tierney, I think is how he pronounced his name. And the first one is the Red Sonja #1, The Ring of Icarub. It's how I would pronounce it. That could be incorrect. And the cover art was done by Boris Vallejo. So I started looking up. Well, let's back up a little bit. So I was in school. I went to college. I graduated from high school, went to college on a scholarship to go to the junior college near me and take art. I wanted to be an art therapist, but I wanted to do art too. I wanted to do cartoons, animation. So those were the 2 things I was kind of working and rumbling around in my head, trying to figure out how that would work while dealing with mental health issues and homelessness. So I had all these things going on, which made me less successful of a student, for sure. But I had an art history class. And in the art history class, the final exam of the art history class was to take an artist, any artist you wanted. I mean, it didn't have to be classical. It didn't have to be time-framed artist. You had to take an artist. I picked Boris Vallejo. You'd explain the type of work that they did, their usage and their techniques, and what you liked best about it. I got an A in that, but I had to make slides, like camera slides. So I take pictures of every single one of out of my book. I had 3 Boris Vallejo books. I still have them. And I took pictures and used those pictures in my report. I got an itch right there. And I can't get to it. Never mind. My skin has been problematic. You know how this works. I have to talk about my skin. I have to talk about my hair. I have to talk about my face. I have to talk about it all in the middle of my blog to lose things. And now I got a creaky ass chair. Why? I know you're asking why. You're asking yourself why. We got rid of all of our furniture. Well, so we could put our sewing machine in. No, we got rid of all of our furniture because our plan is to get new furniture. But with the lockdown, haven't got it yet because we haven't really been able to go out shopping for our furniture. So that's on hold. Another piece of advice, I don't know if it's going to happen yet, but January 2021, I may be going to Hawaii. That's a big event for me because I have to get on an airplane. Airplanes are hard for me for 2 reasons. 1, for anxiety issues, and 2, for fibromyalgia issues because the pressurized cabin makes me feel like I'm in a human vice grip. But I really want to go. I really want to go with my grandson and my son and my daughter, so I'm going to push through it. But I'll keep you updated on that because I'll probably be taking pictures and sharing stuff and, maybe see if I can stream from my phone. And I know I can. I just have to figure out how to do it because it mucks up your streaming. Maybe they've done better with that, but it used to muck up. And I would only be able to stream to one thing, so I either have to go to Twitch or YouTube. Maybe I'll bounce around and go Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, Delight, depending on how many people I have where. And again, another tangent. Anyway, so, okay, the dog, go! The dog is being problematic. She wants in my lap. She wants me to give her the ball. Here we go again. She doesn't, okay, here's the thing about the dog. Can you see her? I don't know if you can see her or not. Come here, Feather. Feather. Feather will not give you the ball. Okay? She will rub on you. Come here. Let me see the ball. Let me see. She will rub on you and make you pull at her. Pull at her to get the ball out of her mouth. Once you take it out, she'll let go of it. But she will not give you the ball. At the dog park, we've gotten her to drop the ball when we say drop it, but she won't do it here. Now she's going to wait for her ball. Go get it. Ha ha, I tricked you. You couldn't see her because she left. Alright, that's playing with Feather, because Feather wants to play with the ball. Our dogs are played with all the time. I don't know why they keep wanting to play more, but they do. She does. But she will not. She will run away from me. But she'll knock into me to get the ball, but she'll run away from me constantly. You know, it's that chase me thing. So if I ignore her, she'll end up in my lap trying to give me the ball. Anyway, so I did this huge thing, and a lot of people didn't know about Boris Vallejo. Here she is, up in my lap. I told you. See? I told you. It's like, you know, I should have a vlog, me and the dogs, because she's always in my lap. Today, I started my dancing again, my dancing exercise, body groove, and guess what she wanted to do? Jump around with me, because I was jumping around. No, go away. Your owner's upstairs. Go see. She's my dog. All right. Enough of the dog. Hopefully. I don't know. We'll see. She's being really weird. Let's see. So, Boris Vallejo. Why do I like him? By the way, he married another artist, Julie Bell, who is just as great of a artist. But I like his artwork because it looks like it's going to walk off of the canvas. Like, so when you're looking at it, it just looks like it's so realistic looking that his people and creatures are going to walk off. My plan is to make a journal, a drawing journal, or a writing journal with some of his artwork in it. It'll be one of my junk journals. It'll be themed to Boris Vallejo and or fantasy artists. I haven't decided, because there are lots of fantasy artists that I have thus discovered since him. But he started his work in comic book styles. You know, like the I want to say like heavy metal styles. I don't think that's the one he started on, but that's, you know, the thing. I'll be sharing his website so you can go look at some of his artwork. So I got these books. He's got softback books. Mine are from the 80s and the 90s. Actually, I think they're from the 70s and 80s. I'm not positive. I'd have to look at them. But the thing I liked about him is one was pictures and stories written by his wife at the time. And then others, same wife, I think. And then others of them are just pictures, collections of his best work, including the one that's on my title card, which is the tattoo that's coming out of the guy's arm. That's one of my favorites. The other one on my title card is the Red Sonja. Is the Red Sonja for book 3, Hell Laughs, and that's you know, one of the most famous ones I can think of. I've gotten calendars from him and his artwork. And again, he has these vibrant colors. Like, the colors are just, they're like my hair, vibrant. And so, and you know they're not real because they're so vibrant. But they do look like they're going to walk off. So, what did that mean for me? At the time when I was looking for artists, I had been doing a lot of comic book art. So, I would take a character and use the character and the position the character was in and practice drawing from that. And it helped a lot understanding about my art, understanding how I draw. I am technically what they call a copy artist. I can look at something and copy it in bigger or smaller form. I tend to go bigger from smaller to bigger, but I have been known to go take big pictures and shrink them down smaller. it's how I draw. I take pieces and parts. So if somebody says, oh, I really like, um, I've done Wolverine, pictures of Wolverine. I really like Wolverine, and so I draw the pictures of Wolverine. Now, I've met other people in my life, and people have given me pictures like that, where I say, I love Wolverine, they've drawn me pictures of Wolverine. I love unicorns, they draw me pictures of unicorns, based on other styles. I have a new quote. I have to see who it's by, that I found in an art book the other day, and I'm using it a lot because it really defines what art means to me. So, art is either plagiarism or revolution. And kind of what that's saying is that you're either copying from something else, not purposely. It's not like you're going out to do plagiarism, but that's just the word they use. But it's like you're either copying and modifying, or just copying. I mean, you could copy and then still create another picture that's different. Or you have actually stumbled onto something that's new and is a revolution against what is considered classic. There goes my phone. I turn everything off and my phone still wants to talk to me. Sorry. Anyway, so I like that. I'd like to make a t-shirt of it. I have to find out who that came from so we can give credit to it when you make the t-shirt. As long as you don't, well, that's not true. There are some things that you can't you can't use no matter what, even free. It infringes on their copyright. And you have to ask for permission. And a lot of those people are dead, so it's hard to ask for permission, or just really famous. Led Zeppelin's copyright is like that. You can't use anything Led Zeppelin, and even if it's free, you still have to bow to their copyright. So is J.R. Rowling stuff. I'm not sure about Boris Vallejo, so we'll find out, I guess, because I have pictures on my vlog. But I don't know that many people, so I don't think it's going to be an issue. But you never know. I mean, somebody might write to you and say, you can't use that. And that's fine. And I understand the reasoning behind it, because people out there will use it and, do whatever they want and make money from it. But I don't believe that. I think that if you see something of mine, my only thing is that you should give credit to who originally do it, which I'm saying these are all Boris Vallejo, and there's credit to that. And I have bought things from him, and I have, from that make money for him. I bought, many of his books. I've bought posters. I bought calendars. So I have, a lot of this stuff is things from what I already have. But, and I would love to draw like him. I can't. I mean, I can look at his picture and I can copy it, but I can't draw. I can't just sit down and draw a picture like that from my head. And one of the things that I found was, when you're looking at artists and you're an artist, or anything you do, you compare yourself to other people, thinking you give like standards of yourself. So for gamers, it could be the standard. For streamers, could be PewDiePie. It could be for me, SavJazz21 is one of those people I look to. Genghis Ron is another person I look to. I want to be like them, or you compare yourself with people and you say, why can't I be like them? Why is that not coming out? It's the same thing for artists. And I feel that I have a bad habit sometimes comparing myself with artists. When I think of what it is I want to do, I want to draw like Boris Vallejo, but I don't. I like my artwork. I love it. But I would love to be also sit down and draw. But I know how he does it. He did a video about it in the 90s. So he actually uses models. He finds bodybuilders, dancers, people like that with defined muscle in the areas he wants. And then he poses them and takes a picture of the pose and will draw from that. And so I use little figures, or like I said, other pictures, and draw. What did Boris Vallejo mean to me? Boris Vallejo showed me his art is live action of comic book art. So it showed me the possibilities of going from one type of drawing and coloring and painting to a different style. and me wanting to learn how to bridge that for myself, finding the artist in me and moving it in that direction. Was I successful? Well, I feel over a long period of time I did. I think I'm more successful now than I was when I first started. I suggest to you to Google him or go to the website that I share and look at his artwork and decide. You may have, if you've read any sci-fi or fantasy, it is quite possibly that you have seen his artwork already. He's also done quite a few movie posters. I think, if I remember right, he did one of the Lampoon Vacation posters with Chevy Chase and them in it. And I know he's done music albums as well, him and Frank Frazetta also, which I will probably be talking about Frank Frazetta also, because he was another major influencer in my life, and he actually influenced me earlier than Boris Vallejo. But I thought we'd do Boris Vallejo because he's still alive, and you could still buy stuff of his without it being too costly. A lot of my books I've read, like To Sail Upon a Sunset, the covers were done by him. Anyhow, so that's it. That's, the artist in me. The next vlog will be What Does the Vixen Say? Think about doing, job interview kind of things, style questions, because those are always so hard for me. I'm never a yes or no kind of person. It's yes, and here's a story that goes with that yes, or no, here's a story that goes, or really, what do you mean by that? And I think that because I have a literal weirdness in my head that deciphers things differently than other people. Anyway, thank you for coming by and seeing this, and I hope you're all safe and happy and healthy, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Peace.